are gonna look at a timeless reading again. I'm gonna do this for the time quality of right now for everybody who is tuning in. This is live, but also, of course, whenever you find this afterwards, then this can be for you. And we're gonna start right away. I will start with a general reading. Second part of the reading is a relationship dynamic. In the middle of the reading, I will set a super chat goal, and if we can make that super chat goal, then I will in the end also pull additional cards. So let's see. We already start with a beautiful Queen of Wands, and she is fiery. She is it. She is the legend and the moment. She really is it. She is also connected to Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So if you're a fire sign, this could be resonating with you a little more. So this is really about us getting what we want, or just stepping into this really powerful energy of being proactive when it comes to manifesting and making things happen. Everything that is Wands related is very much about action, about making things happen, about going into action. And the Queen of Wands, she is really very powerful, very attractive, very attractive and an emancipated type of woman. She's very open with her sexuality. You know, she's not afraid to show herself. It's not that she's, you know, a whore, but she's like just very open and very, very free and very fiery, and she really gets after what she wants, and she's like this type of witch archetype, and also this businesswoman and emancipated woman, what have you. So this is a really, really attractive, positive energy for getting what you want, and it is very magnetic at the same time. Even though she also really goes after what she wants, she's not necessarily only bringing things in and being a magnet to things, but she also is, because she has a Queen, which is water energy, and the Wands, which is fire energy and forward energy and masculine energy all in one. So she's that very, very courageous and attractive go-getter type of woman. So let's see what she wants to get. What do we want to get? Where do we want to go? We might also be very, you know, have a high libido, be very sexually attractive at this point. So this could also be, ooh, the Hermit. Beautiful. So after maybe also a period of isolation, or going within, finding the way within, finding your wisdom within, you're ready to really go after what you set yourself to do here with the Queen of Wands. We want to note that the Hermit also does have a wand in his hand. So he does have a go-getter energy as well. He also has this very active energy of getting along on his way. And the Queen of Wands is more like a timing type of person. She really waits for the perfect timing, for the perfect moment to act. And the Hermit really is waiting for the inspiration within to guide him. So he's very much guided from within to take one step after another. Therefore, he goes into a lot of soul searching, into a lot of, you know, meditation, into a lot of solitude, and he's a very, very creative type. Queen of Wands, also very creative type. So this is two very creative energies that meet here, and it's beautiful because we have on one hand this quiet solitude that we can find as a place of inspiration to really step into our power again and move towards what we want when the time is right, and be ready when the time is right. Also, Queen of Wands is very ready to, you know, hit. Also, maybe, you know, maybe you're a musician or something, because hitting the point, hitting something with your creation, hitting the mark, it is also something that for me is somewhat related to the Wands. Getting attention. Five of Swords, but this is reversal, I think. Five of Swords, Six of Swords. I like it. Yeah. We have a Five of Swords, Six of Swords. We know that when the time is right, we are ready to move towards or move into a place that we haven't been, or getting ready to explore places that we haven't been in, especially mentally. Also, when it comes to balanced and material success here with the 6 of coins with 2 sixes, which is beautiful. And underneath we have another like Knight of Swords, which is a very fast moving energy. So he's very, very fast. And with all these swords, we are kind of ready to move, I think, through disagreements maybe with people or maybe even in our own mind into an area where there is more answers, where there is more answers also to success, where there is more answers also to balance success when it comes to how much do I put into something, how much do I get back. 2 sixes is really powerful, and the 5 of Swords in the reverse is also, the way she's looking at these 5 of Swords in the reverse really tells me that we are ready to not let ourselves be trapped by these conflicts of the mind that are just holding us back or that are just not giving us any results. We're ready to move through them or to skip them and to get right into the place of the 6 of Swords, where we move on into areas where we can find more answers, where we can find, where we can explore, where we can find new information, where we can learn something, where there is a better area or a better environment for developing ourselves, learning things that we don't know yet, and that we want to know about yet, or that we want to accumulate information about. So this is really, really nice. I think the Queen of Wands really understands she's not gonna let weird conflicts or environments compromise her mind anymore, and she's going directly into the places where she can really learn something here with the 6 of Swords, and where there is much more gentle waters and smoother waters to go through when we want to get to a successful place here with the 6 of Pentacles. All right, let's look at the relationship reading. I will set a super goal, and I will try this again. So we can, maybe it's a very small goal, and if we get this goal, if somebody wants to give me a super chat of €5, then we will have another oracle card in the end. So maybe somebody is, if I can make this work, because earlier I could not. I'm not sure why this is not working. It's again not working. Okay. Well, I guess no super chat today. All right. For some reason, you can still give me a super chat, and if I see a super chat, and I can see if you want to donate something, then I will pull another oracle card. So, okay, relationships. This other person, this can be, any relationship, doesn't have to be romantic. Other person, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Somebody might be a little bit emotionally unstable. You might also deal with a mother figure. Maybe it's about a mother figure or motherly presence in your life, or it could be a friend that has a type of motherly relationship with you, or maybe even relatives. And we have a 5 of Trumps, which is the Hierophant. I did have the Hierophant today also in a German reading. And this Hierophant is really somebody who is committed to his beliefs, committed to what he is believing in on a spiritual level also, and also living that out on the everyday. It's often, a spiritual teacher, guru, or it can also be, of course, like in older decks, the Hierophant is represented by also a Pope type of figure. So he is the representative of belief system like religion, you know, but it doesn't have to be institutionalized religion. It can also be your own, very own concept of spirituality and belief and what you believe in. And we want to bring that into a relationship. Maybe somebody is irritated also by what you believe in. Maybe somebody is emotionally irritated by your strong beliefs, by really sticking with them, by your integrity, by being like, well, this is what I believe in, this is what I'm going to stick with. And because we have this type of like, you know, you're really looking into another direction that is very abstract also, I think. An idea how things could be or how things should be in your mind. And a person is quite irritated by that. They're like, I don't know what to make of it, you know, or it's kind of setting, it's kind of, I want to say, getting me off balance emotionally. They were not sure if they're liking it. Maybe this is something that they emotionally are not super aligned with, or that triggers something within them. And it could be something about a motherly type of topic, or how to share kindness, how to share. They're quite unsure how to react emotionally to your belief system, I think, right now. But you're still committed, you know, you're still committed to this vision, and this feels right for you. 4 of Coins. Well, there's still some stability here in this relationship. So there is a stable, very grounded type of idea in this connection, but at the same time, maybe both parties are holding on too tightly to their own stability and having a little bit of a hard time giving in, or giving or letting go also of something. So yeah, with the Magician here, that also seems like the hard time. We have a hard time letting go of a certain maybe construct, because the 4 of Coins can very well be a construct or a mindset that keeps us in a place that is on one hand stable, but on the other hand kind of cuts us off from all the possibilities that could be, or from this step forward. We'd rather be in this very comfortable, convenient place. Convenience is maybe the idea, convenience. And I heard a perfect song or perfect song line of a band that I love to pieces, which are good friends of mine. They're called Ching Ching, and they have this song. I'm not sure what the song is called. I'm sorry, but there's a line in this song that is saying, "Convenience won't seduce me no more." And I think that's just a brilliant line. Or convenience won't seduce me again. And we want to maybe ask ourselves, are we seduced by convenience here? Just because something is comfortable or good enough, or we have just enough. We don't want to be, you know, we don't want too much. We don't want to rock the boat. It's all good. It's all convenient. We want to make sure that we are not seduced by that, because it might leave us kind of powerless or non-actualized. The Magician is the guy who really makes things happen, goes into a new direction. And here, this convenience, this idea of convenience in relationships is kind of maybe not letting us go further, and also maybe go into a more revolutionary idea of how can we get further to a place where we can establish a little bit more. Because the 4 of Coins is really not a lot. Yeah, it's convenient. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, we feel comfortable. Yeah, it's cute. But it's not, you know, there's a lot still to gain. It's not that we are greedy here. It's definitely not that we are greedy. We are just getting used to the circumstances that are not necessarily bad, but very simple, and yeah, it's just very simple and not enough probably, and therefore we hold on more and more and more, because we already sense that it's kind of not enough, so we're holding on tighter, tighter, tighter. And yeah, and that is something that I don't know, it feels kind of uncomfortable for some reason to me, and I want to not let this just sit here like that. So let's see if we can find something else. It's again the Magician in the reverse. I guess there's nothing you can do right now. It's also kind of a suggestion, the Magician in the reverse, that there is not much we should do right now. With the with the Grand Master, with the Hierophant, I think it really is also sticking with our beliefs and exploring also on a more spiritual level where that gets us and what that means. Because it's really not about finding a new type of path here. It's really more about finding some sort of emotional acceptance and maturity to deal with the situation for now. King of Cups. There's a lot of love, you know, in this. There is a lot of value on an emotional level. So I guess we know that there is nothing that we can do right now. I think that is kind of or we should even do. It's like keeping the peace. We have a Two of Swords. It's kind of a good idea right now, I think. So I will draw another card from this deck just to have a little bit of a last sprinkle on top of it. Ace of Crystals, clear communication. This is the Ace of Swords. Truth, maybe a spark of inspiration. I think also inviting clarity by sticking with what you believe in. And the idea of how to move forward will come. I think really the idea right now is don't act. Also maybe don't act just out of convenience, could also be. Stay in an emotionally mature place. Don't, you know, also make sure about your timing, which is the Queen of Wands. And be very clear with your words and try to stay as clear in your mind as possible. I think we have a lot of strength in our mind right now, even though if the other person is emotionally a little unbalanced. I think we are much more balanced right now emotionally than another person, or than the outside, and we can really react or act accurately at this time, even if other people don't, and we can really see through why that is, or why other people having a hard time or are a little bit thrown off emotionally. So stay in your emotional power, stay in your maturity, and be very clear with your words. Be very, very transparent, but not necessarily, you know, hurtful. I know this is a difficult thing to do, at least for me sometimes. But yeah, stay gentle and kind, but still clear and direct. So, all right, that's that. Thank you so much for being here, and please check out my description box and also my channel, and